Taoiseach, the rate of population growth for people aged over 65 is nearly double of that of the European Union as a whole. And this is projected to increase by about 20,000 per year between now and 2021. And in fact, there's a 46% projected increase of those who will be aged over 85 between now and 2021. And what that basically means for our health services, and particularly for demand in nursing home places, is quite dramatic. It will mean a significant increase in terms of the number of nursing home beds required. Now, what is absolutely astounding, Taoiseach, is that last year, in preparing the service plan for 2014, and you took a hands-on part in this, Taoiseach, because you couldn't trust your then Minister James Riley to do it, you actually budgeted for 700 less beds in a situation where demand was growing. And the results have been quite dramatic. Every month in 2014, the situation worsens dramatically in terms of people waiting for a nursing home bed and for eligibility under the Fair Deal scheme. And the cuts have been quite dramatic. In January of this year, Taoiseach, 512 were awaiting funding, and there was 4 weeks of a waiting list for approval. And you move to April, 913 waiting, 6 weeks for approval. You move to June, 1,465 waiting, 12 weeks for approval. And in October of this year, Taoiseach, a whopping 2,114 awaiting funding, 15 weeks for approval. So the most sickest in our society, waiting 15 weeks for eligibility to the Fair Deal scheme for appropriate nursing home care. And in some instances, Taoiseach, where the acute hospitals have actually transferred people in advance of the people getting eligibility, the bills now are mounting to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. And if someone is there for the full 15 weeks, you're looking at a 15,000 bill for some families, which is absolutely extraordinary, Taoiseach. And I cannot understand how the government is standing over this and why you decided to do this over the last 12 months. So, Taoiseach, what I want to put to you is, do you accept that this is a scandal in itself, that it's getting worse, and will you reverse the decisions that you have taken and provide the funding that is necessary to enable the waiting times to come dramatically down and to enable people who are waiting eligibility for Fair Deal to get that immediately?
Thank you. Taoiseach.
I accept that this is a challenge, Deputy Martin. Clearly, the demographics are as you point out. Everybody understands that not only are the numbers of older people in our country and population increasing, but people are living to be a bigger age because of advances in general health and in medicine generally. It's also true to say at the other end of the scale that the children being born in these years will in many cases live to well beyond 100. But for now, the challenge, of course, is to provide a health service that gives the very best of attention to all our patients. And it is a challenge. It is a challenge. There's no doubt about that. As of October the 28th, this year there were 2,135 on that placement list. Government did make available, we actually put a further 25 million allocation into the budget for 2015 in response to the delayed discharges in acute hospitals. Deputy Martin is well aware that these are people whom the medical profession would have cleared to leave the hospital situation but can't leave because of lack of step-down beds or opportunities to go into appropriate homes. There is a review as announced by the Minister of the Fair Deal scheme, and that will include consideration of the balance between community and residential services, as well as future financing for the sustainability of that particular scheme. The review will be published in the coming period. Work is pretty well advanced on it now. You're aware of the conditions that apply for participation in the nursing home support scheme. The review of the scheme is considering the scheme's long-term sustainability, as well as looking at how the current model of provision balances residential care with care in the community, and whether this is to be changed because of what older people themselves say that they wish. So, as I said, that will be published in the not too distant future. The budget for the scheme for this year, Deputy Martin, is actually 939 million. That's a reduction, admittedly, on the 2013 scheme. That includes a 23 million reduction, which 23 million, which was transferred from the NHS budget to community services to deliver a greater range of care options that people themselves require, to prevent unnecessary hospital admissions, to avoid undue delays in discharges from acute hospitals, and to provide rehabilitation to support older people to return home. As we're all aware, the vast majority of older people want to be in their community, to be in their home first of all, and in their community until such time as medical circumstances or whatever change that they might be required to go into an institution. 10 million of that is to provide intensive home care packages covering 250 people annually. That phase began in April of this year across 8 different locations. There was €3 million allocated for the commissioning of 25 intermediate or transitional care beds to benefit 650 people, and 20 of those beds were for complex cases to benefit 130 people with particular difficulties, and 10 million to address funding shortfalls in the provision of public short-stay beds and to maintain the current provision of 1,860 beds. So this is a challenge, and obviously the review that the Minister is carrying out now on the Fair Deal scheme to get that balance right, and also the question of the numbers of discharged patients that can be released with the allocation of 25 million this year, plus the longer waiting periods for approval for Fair Deal that have grown up, does need to be addressed. You can't have families being expected to fork out huge amounts of money waiting for the Fair Deal approval to come through. It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge of finances, admittedly, and it's one that we're addressing and that the Minister is very conscious of.
Deputy Martin, thank you.
I don't know what world you live in. It's because of your decision last year with Minister Riley that we have people waiting. You provided, you said it yourself, admittedly a reduction in the funding. Like, demand is going up. You know the population trends. It's extraordinary that you would provide for less funding in an area that demands more funding. You can throw, you do hundreds of millions in your tax relief, and you politically present that for political reasons. But is there any social conscience at the heart of government at all? That the sickest and most vulnerable older people in our society are left waiting for 15 weeks before they will get approval, and their families are very anxious about it. And thousands of pounds have been paid by families in some instances. It is nothing short of a disgrace, Taoiseach. Delayed discharges are going up to 700 now. Acute admissions are soaring. It's causing quite a lot of dysfunction around the health service. It actually is extraordinary that you would come in here and say, yeah, it's admittedly we reduced the money and we have to address this and we can't have people waiting. All of this is happening, Taoiseach, because you took a decision 12 months ago to reduce the funding. And we see nothing at the moment that suggests that any meaningful intervention is going to take place. It's about priorities, Taoiseach, and you've taken your priorities. You made your decisions. What I want from you, Taoiseach, is a commitment right now, today, that this waiting list will be eliminated promptly, and that no one will have to wait 15 weeks for a Fair Deal approval.
Thank you.
And I want that now, Taoiseach, because it's gone from 500 at the beginning of the year to 2,000 now, and it'll be 3,000 if you don't get it sorted and do the right thing by the people.
Taoiseach.
The view has become extraordinary these days. It's remarkable when you were throwing money at it left, right and centre that the situation was actually worse. At the end of September this year, 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 Cacola, there were 22,380 people were in receipt of financial support from the state, and that included subvention, contract beds and so on. A further 426 people had been allocated funding but had not yet taken up a bed. 2,135 people were on the national placement list awaiting funding. 1,450 of those were in progress. Some of those applications come in without the necessary supporting documentation. To date this year, Deputy Martin, 4,324 new clients were funded under the scheme in public and private nursing homes. The average approval rate for 2014 is 515 people per month. And for the 10 months of October 2014, the average approval rate was 463 per month, and the profile for November-December this year is at an average of 783 approvals per month will be released in November and December. Yes, it's a challenge, but it's a challenge that the Minister accepts and that the government will deal with. We all understand the importance of people, particularly elderly people, being able to be comforted in their own home, in the community, and under this scheme. We're very conscious of it, and the figures I've given you are accurate figures for up to the end of November, December. Yes, of course, our demographics are changing, but we're making arrangements to deal with those changes, obviously. The figures I've given you for 783 average for November, December speak for themselves. Very much different situation than yourself when you had charge of it.